Chat, are we stable? Boys? Are we stable? That's the real question here, huh? Are we good? Are we choppy? I don't think we're choppy. We might be. Hello. Hello, hello. What is crack-a-lackin'? Plum sweaty, as usual. But boys, I came prepared with a brew. I came prepared with a brew. We have a couple brews, actually. Neither of them are good, but this wouldn't be the jank tank if they were. So, first up, housekeeping. What's going on? Today's what, Tuesday? Plum's only 10 minutes late. That's fine. My stream, I do what I want. Yeah, that's all I got. It's Tuesday, boys. Nothing really going on. Let's just chill for a moment. Make sure everything is not lagging. Let me update what we're playing. We are going to play some best of 3 today. Don't know if we'll play a full 5 matches because this is like a brew I just did today. Oh, we're a little choppy. But we'll see how it goes. We're just making sure everything's all right, chat. Feel free to grab your snacks and your drinks. But anyways, we might play a little bit of this just because it's silly. But there's a different deck I want to play. But I was trying to look at like other rogue decks, and it turns out like Generous Plunderer is a rogue, Robber the Rich is a rogue, Loot Mourner is a rogue, and they all do sort of silly things. Charming Scoundrel is a rogue, and then I was like, you know what else is kind of a rogue? Is Relic Robber, and it kind of like wombo combos with Generous Plunderer. So this gives your opponent 0/1 artifacts that deal damage to them at their upkeep that they can't block, and then this deals damage equal to the number of artifacts your opponent controls. So like you could give your opponent a few treasures, and then every time you swing with these goblin constructs, and then when you swing they take damage equal to the number of goblin constructs, plus you can make treasure tokens, ping them for extra, and it seemed sick. Chat, we are lagging a little bit. And then I wanted to try and play this guy, which is kind of interesting. Whenever you cast a spell you don't own, put a counter on each scout, pirate, and rogue you control. So, I don't know. We might get to it, we might not. It's not super funny, but we were playing that Menace deck, and I thought Generous Plunder was super fun. But, chat, let's talk turkey. Oh, well, hold on. Let me show you what we were doing. First off, I know Aspiring Spike a few weeks ago was playing a lot of Rottenmouth Viper, and then I was like, we should play some Rottenmouth Viper. Then we never did. And then I saw him play a Monument. So I built this based on that, which is pretty hot. We're playing Monument to Endurance plus Zombie Infestation, which we've played in the past, and that's fueled by Oval Chase Daredevil. So whenever you discard 2 cards, you trigger Monument. Hopefully you discard a Daredevil, and then you make a treasure. Daredevil comes back to your hand. If you have 2 of them, they both come back, which allows you to Monument again, discard a Zombie Infestation, and so on. But then he was doing something where he was like using discard fodder, like Troll, and what was he playing? Archon of Cruelty, so that you could also play Persist. I thought, why don't we hit him with some good old-fashioned Sire of Insanity? We're playing Troll, so we can hit our land drops and then persist that back as well. which I thought was cool. But then you're also playing Rottenmouth Viper, which you can persist back without having to sacrifice all this stuff. And I was like, okay, well, we're making a bunch of treasures and stuff, but, like, what if I don't want to sack all my treasures? So then I was like, what if we just play Tezzeret as a tutor, and then he can go grab, like, Tormod Script or Blood Fountain to give us 2 artifacts, or, like, if we need a discard outlet to trigger Monument, we can play Currency Converter, and then if we want to, like, you know, give Sire of Insanity or Troll haste, we can play Lava Spur Boots and Vexing Bauble as some hate, and then we can play Phenomena Recorder to copy our Rottenmouth triggers, and, like, I don't know, it got sick as frick. So this list seems super cool. We're playing Microsynth Gardens to copy monuments and things like that. A Gaia Reach is another discard outlet. Vault of Whispers to tutor or grow Tezzeret to get bigger. And it just seems kind of sick. So we might play a little bit of that. But then I was thinking about it, and at one point we played this Phylactery Lich deck with the Ozo-Lich. And the whole thing was, you play Lich, you put the counter on Ozo-Lich, and then during your combat, you just put the counter back on the Lich, so it doesn't die to any artifact removal or anything like that. We're also playing Darksteel Citadel and Darkmoss Bridge. You can put the counter on that, so it's super hard to remove. And then you have a 5/5 Indestructible. But I thought we should just keep that same shell with Tezzeret, because then we can tutor Shadow Spear to put on the Lich. We can tutor Lava Spur Boots to put on the Lich. We can tutor Basilisk Tower to put on the Lich. We can tutor the Ozo-Lich, which is super cool. That's why I want to be able to hit this pretty often, so we're playing 3. And then I was like, we also need Rottenmouth fodder, even though we are playing some Blood Fountains. So I was like, what if we play some Ornithopters and play Retrofitter Foundry, which can also be tutored by Tezzeret. And then just throw in a little bit of removal, a Crystalline Giant, because it's funny with the Ozo-Lich. You can start making flying lifelink hexproof Rottenmouths and stuff. And then I realized, if you have a Rottenmouth and maybe you get to swing with it once or twice, when it dies, the blight counters go on Ozo-Lich, and then Ozo-Lich can put them on a future Rottenmouth and make it fucking kill people right away. So I thought, maybe we'll play 1 round, see how it goes, and then if we like it, we'll keep playing, and I'll do a deck tech again, because I didn't record that, because it was bad. And if we hate it, we'll switch to something stupid. But the idea of this deck seems super duper sick. And I'm really excited. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at, chat. Look at this hand. Look at all this stuff we have. We'll keep. This is our, like, first game, test game, just to get a feel for it. We're against Eldrazi, as usual. I don't think we have very good Eldrazi matchup at all. But that's just me. Ooh, chat, we're so good at this game. I think I built a sideboard for this list, but we might have to mess around with it. But we played, like, Dismembers, Ashiox. We're basically kind of playing a small tutor board. Okay, opponent plays a Waste State Battle Mage. He's gonna kick. To exile that. Not our Ozo-Lich, which I will totally go for. Thank you. I forgot Battle Mage exiles. That sucks. We're off to a great start, chat. We're gonna get Thought Knot Seared. And now he realizes what we're doing. Oh no. Chat, he figured out our plan. He figured out our plan, chat. I'm at work right now, but you'll be pulling up with your neck. Fuck no. Ooh, a bridge is pretty good. But I think Eldrazi's just too fast for us. Like I said, we have Dismember, and we're gonna bring in some Thought Seizes and stuff for game 2. We can probably bring in like Pithy Needles and stuff. Chalice on 1. Okay. I'm into it. I'm into it. Don't know if it does a whole lot at the moment. We are down to 6. And we did find a lifelink on our Crystalline Giant, which is pretty hot. Now, cool thing is, if Crystalline Giant dies, we get to throw its counters on the Ozo-Lich. The next one... Ooh, never mind. We're just dead to a line breaker. So, I'm pretty sure we just get, like, ripped apart by Eldrazi, yeah? Well, he's like a green-red version. So, I think I want to bring in Dismembers, Reckoners. We can keep the Profanes. Fatal Push is probably, like, okay. The whole Ozo-Lich thing is probably not, like, the best plan. Like, we're probably okay putting it on a land or another artifact. I know they have Battle Mage and stuff, but I think we'll be alright. We could probably cut a Captain. Maybe cut, like, a single Blood Fountain. And just run it back like that. See how we do. But this does not seem good in Eldrazi meta. But it seems really good in my head. Interesting. I think we'll lead on Blood Fountain here. That way we can draw and discard if we need to. I think Reckoning will be pretty good. Team's a little more creature-based with... What are we playing Disruptor Flute for? On what? Tezzeret? Crystalline Giant. Interesting. We can at least make a 4/4. Naming Crystalline Giant's very funny to me, but I'm into it. I'm into it. Slows us down. Chat, how we doing on the lag end, you know? Oh, I somehow just refreshed our tunes. I apologize. I will start new tunes. Ooh, 5s are immaculate. All right, we're obviously gonna make a 4/4 here. Keep it nice and simple. I'm kind of interested in just drawing and discarding this Crystalline Giant. It's gonna be a little slow. I'm assuming he's got maybe a K command held here. Maybe not. Nope. Five mana. Nothing. Interesting. We'll make a servo. Chat, why do our tunes stop? Now it says waveform unavailable. Chat, do you feel like we're unavailable? All my friends are dead. So this normally costs what? 6? So we could sack the fountain plus the whatever. He K commands, which we kind of knew was coming. Oh, it's back. We'll submit both of those, and then we'll auto pay. We get to jam a Viper. We do have a Reckoning. He has a Sire underneath the Labyrinth, which he can buy back. Whatever, I guess. I was also wondering if we could just make this like a What are we exiling? Oh, and we're bouncing that. I'm into it. That might be the first time Wastegate Battle Mage has been, like, good. I think I'm just gonna Fatal Push this. And then we'll, if he, like, tries to land a Sire or something, we'll just Reckoning that turn. Bam, bam, bam. Sowing Micro Spawn. Blows up our Indestructible. I mean, obviously their deck's just our deck, but better, right? They're just like a mid-rangey something. So like I said, we're probably never dominating them. We need like Sinkhole in this format, chat. I need land destruction. I need Sinkhole. Alright, good news is opponent spent a lot of mana to do that. So we'll get smacked for 3 here. He Bajuka Bards us, which hurts. Not like we're doing too much with it, but you never want your graveyard removed, chat. It's like a piece of you. Alright, we'll fire off a Bantu's Last Reckoning. And we'll throw down a Blood Fountain. At least gives us some Viper fodder. He gets a whole turn to do whatever he wants. I will say, chat, I'm very excited for all the new cards coming from the Cube. I know they already pre-banned a bunch of stuff, but I think that'll be a lot of fun. Take command for 5. Ow. Plus, Rottenmouth does, like, nothing against all these Eldrazi tokens. This is just tough, you know? Day of the week. We just get clobbered. Am I out of focus, chat? Kinda. Do you see my hand? I'm a little blurry, but that's okay. Damn. Okay, well, I think we'll be all right. Chat, the internet is not stable here. And we have Google Fiber. Chat, the internet sucks. Are we stable? Praven, are we back? Is Praven here? We're having a tough night tonight. Maybe let's play the Zombie Mint deck. What about that? Alright, let's see if we stabilize. I don't think we will. And if we have to save stuff for Thursday, I apologize. Prave, we're lagging. Are we back? I feel like we're back. Let's give it a second. We're not doing anything like crazy tonight. So, you see me. You know what? I see you, Praven. I'm outside your window. Chat, I need a haircut. You. Alright. I'm gonna redo deck tech for this, and then we'll just start I don't even know. I hope not. I live on the 7th floor. I learned to float. We'll jump into a league. Oh, internet, come on. Stay with me. Okay, deck tonight is has a great name. It's called Ozo-Lich. So we are playing a little bit of Rottenmouth Viper in like a Monument to Endurance shell based on some aspiring spike decks that he was working on recently. And without Urza's Saga in the format yet, my idea was to play Tezzeret Cruel Captain and play like a basic tutor package for Rottenmouth Viper, right? So we can still play Lava Spur Boots to give it haste and get another counter. We can play Shadow Spear to make it bigger. Basilisk Collar for lifelink Death Touch alongside Shadow Spear for lifelink. I was like, that's kind of cool. And as I was just sort of going through, I was thinking about, like, I was just reading Rottenmouth Viper, and I realized that if you happen to play Rottenmouth Viper and you have an Ozo-Lich out and it dies, you put the counters on Ozo-Lich, then when you play a Rottenmouth Viper later, you can move the blight counters back on, and then suddenly you get a bigger attack trigger, because now it has the counters from the first one, and it kind of snowballs as the game goes on. So I was like, well, Ozo-Lich also gets tutored off of Tezzeret, so that's already a sweet interaction. What else can we do with it? And then in the back of my mind, we tried a brew like this way back when, but Phylactery Lich, M19 All-Star to absolutely no one. This is a 3-mana 5/5 with Indestructible. When it enters, you put a Phylactery counter on an artifact you control. When you control no permanents with a counter on it, sacrifice this creature. So you can put the counter on an Ozo-Lich and then move the counter back onto the Lich, so that even if Ozo-Lich gets removed, it still has Indestructible and stays around because it only cares about permanents, not artifacts, with Phylactery counters on them. Of course, this is still susceptible to exile-based removal and things like that, but, you know, there's a lot of things that blow up artifacts in the format right now. Specifically, like we just saw, Wastegate Battle Mage exiles Ozo-Lich in Eldrazi. I mean, obviously there's like Fragment Reality and stuff that hits Lich too, but there's a lot of incidental things that would blow these up that would otherwise kill our Phylactery Lich. But I was like, okay, now we have Viper and Lich in the same deck. We're messing with counters. Let's throw in Crystal and Giant, because then, you know, if we happen to get a few things on this, it dies. All the counters go on Ozo-Lich. Suddenly, you know, we can throw those on a Rottenmouth Viper, and we have a flying Dex, like hexproof, lifelink, reach, trample, whatever snake, and that sounds sick. Same thing, throw them on the Phylactery Lich, sounds sick. But of course we needed fodder for that in order to pump out Rottenmouth Viper a little faster, so I go straight into Ornithopter plus Retrofitter Foundry. Cheap stuff we can jam on the board. Again, Foundry's tutorable by Tezzeret, so we find one half of the combo either or. If we have Ornithopter, we can get Retrofitter Foundry or vice versa, and it sort of helps us stay into the long game, where we can start abusing this, untapping it with Tezzeret, and start pumping out tokens and some 4/4s as we go. And then other than that, we're also playing Blood Fountain, which is a 2-for-1 artifact, great for Viper. Tutorable off Tezzeret, allows you to discard things and get a little card filtering. And then again, in the later game, it would let us rebuy Viper, Giant, and Phylactery Lich, or an Ornithopter if we want to sort of start jamming more 4/4s as we go. And then we're just playing 4 push, because we'll be sacrificing things here or there. A couple Felda Profanes built into the mana base, and then of course a couple Bogart Trawler just as another body, and some Graveyard Hate. I would like to also point out the mana base here. We have a couple of Castle Lockthane, again for the late game, but we're also playing 4 Citadel and 1 Dark Moss Bridge, because these are indestructible artifacts that we can throw the counter from Lich onto. And it's not a Metalworks brew, but I wish. We can throw the counters on here to make Phylactery Lich unkillable. We also have Vault of Whispers in case we need to untap with Tezzeret. Also, you can play it. It's kind of low opportunity cost and puts a counter on Tezzeret. Also, all 3 of these lands are tutorable off of this. We are playing the 1 Dark Moss Bridge because we're playing a single Haywire Mate in the sideboard, and I want to be able to tutor and activate that off of Green Source. We have a Technonuma just to rebuy our creatures, and then a single Urboard to make Darksteel Citadel produce black so that our mana isn't as crazy. You might want a couple more of those, but we will see. As for the sideboard, pretty straightforward. We're playing a small Silver Bullet artifact list that we can mess around with Tezzeret. So we're playing Grafdigger's Cage, Pithing Needle, Soul Guide Lantern is our Grave Hate here, alongside obviously Bogart Trawler, Haywire Might, which again we can only activate off of Bridge, but both tutorable by Tezzeret, and then just a Vexing Bauble, stop some combo shenanigans. I think mid-range or like Eldrazi specifically sucks for us. So we're playing 4 Thoughtseizes to try and pull ahead a little bit until we can land something that can take over the game. But I think that matchup's just going to be as we go. Played a couple Bontu's Last Reckoning. I was thinking maybe Toxic Deluge, but if Toxic Deluge might just be better. I don't know how often we're going to be deluging for 5 or more. But I'm going with Reckoning right now because it doesn't affect Phylactery Lich. Where if we have to Toxic Deluge for 5, Lich would still die. 2 Dismember, and then a couple Ashiok just to prevent like tutor shenanigans and more graveyard hate stuff. So that's where I'm at. A lot of cool little synergies here. Sort of Tezzeret's fuel in this deck, but we will see how we do. I'm gonna be honest. I think, like I said, it's cool synergies. Yeah, no, not Tez tutors from the sideboard. These are just things we can side in to tutor in the main board. Can you imagine if he was like a mini Karn? That'd be crazy. But I think this might be too cute of a shell to compete in Historic, but I think it's worth trying out just because it's such sweet synergy and value if we can get into that late game. So let's try it out. Yeah, no, these are just silver bullets we can swap out for things in the main board. Like we can take out some blood fountains, bring in needles and stuff, and then we can tutor for them. Can you imagine? Oh my god, Tezzeret would be insane. He'd be like the best walker ever. Do you guys see we got Dak Faden? Whew, I'm excited. What else? Hold on. Chat, I know we did our housekeeping already, but I didn't even talk about it. Did we get a picture yet? Yes. Look at all these cards we're getting. Yeah, so they just announced we're getting the Arena Powered Cube. And all the stuff that they're bringing. They already pre-banned a few things. We're getting what? Ponder is banned. Ponder's banned. Fuck. Ponder's banned. Fire Blast is banned. Seething Song is banned. And I forget what else. Or, I'm sorry, Preordained, not Ponder. Shoot, I don't remember what else. And this is only some of them. This is just what they revealed today. And if they're... Chat, if they're playing Vampire Hexmage, that means we get Dark Depths, right? I mean, we have to get Dark Depths. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Figure of Destiny is boring. Hexmage is kind of cool. Unexpectedly Absent's fine. Seething Song banned seems like a good idea. You know how good Belcher would be? Turn 1, land. Turn 2. Turn 1, land, Treasure Maker. Turn 2, Seething Song, Iron Crag Fleet, Belcher win. That's like disgusting. Carnage Interpreters, whatever. I don't even know what some of these do. Deal the top 7 cards, put any of a creature and land cards from into your hand, rest on the bottom of your library. When it dies, create 7 1/1 white soldiers. Coalition Relic's really cool. Pyrokinesis is fun. Dak Faden's cool. Prism's just a good rock to have. Titania's fun for land stacks. If we get Snuff Out, I think Snuff Out is not banned. I think we get this. Oh my god, are we playing Mono Black Burn? I'm gonna be bumping the Nighting people. It's gonna be incredible. Winds of Abandon's fun. Dress Down's sweet, especially with all like the Death Shadow stuff and Titans. Unmarked Grave's cool. I don't know if I want to be Unmarked Grave Persisted, but maybe they'll give us Archon of Cruelty. Two Arc's good. Mind Collapse is sweet. Upheaval, boys. Are you excited for Upheaval? Remember that deck we played with all the signets? Did we play that on stream? I think we did. What did we call it? This deck? You guys remember this deck? This is supposed to play 4 Upheaval rather than Cyclonic Rift. So you bounce everything. You bounce all the lands, you bounce all the creatures, you bounce all the permanents, and then since we're playing all these artifacts, you just try and build your board faster than your opponent. And then, I'm telling you, if we get Urza Saga and Historic, oh boy. That's going to be a blast. I wonder if Zuron Orb's going to do anything. Woodfall Primus is a good persist target. Glimmer Lens is whatever. Preordained already got banned. Battlesphere is hilarious. And Leovold. Ooh, Leovold's going to be hot. But yeah, I forgot what else they were talking about. But that's, like I said, that's only some of the cards. We're getting more. So I'm hoping they give us some stupid stuff. All right, chat, we're restarting. We did a little deck tech. We're going to play best of 3. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. I think we're going to get shit stomped, personally. But you know what? The Jank Tank, we can't just play the good ones, you know? We got to play the bad ones. All right, boys. Game 1. We got a little piece of removal, some artifacts, a Viper. We're in to win it here, boys. Opponent takes a Maul. Maybe against Auras. Oh, yeah, chat. Oh, yeah. All right, we pick up a second push, which is great. Ocelot Pride. Hell yeah, brother. All right, let's throw down an Urboard. We'll fire up a Lava Spur Boots. I haven't seen... You know, chat, I just browse decks all day. Not really, I go to work. But, I've been trying to find anything interesting. Alright, we find a Tez, which is great. Let's kill this Ajani. Play our Retrofitter Foundry. Now, we could just get a Viper going here. I'm tempted... I don't know. Second Ajani sucks. Is this non-token, or is it just sacrifice a non-land permanent? It's just sack a non-land permanent. Gross. So... Chat, what's in our deck? I forget what's in our deck. Stadium Headliner... Ornithopter. He finds a prison for what? Our token. Just so he can get in there. Okay. Now the question is, do we want to... Okay. A Lich is sweet. We'll put it on the Ozo-Lich. And then put it on there. So now we have a indestructible Phylactery Lich that can only die to exile-based things. We might see opponent sack his Headliner to kill his own cat. We'll let him hit us. We can Tez and go get a Shadow Spear, maybe? Of course he has the Bombardment. Do they never not have Bombardment? Alright, we'll definitely bring in Pithing Needle. Smacks us. He gets to, what, dome us for 4? I'm sorry, 3. And then if he wants, he can hit us for another 3, so we go down to 2. So we are dead next turn, which hurts. Jeez Louise. Maybe we should have sacked the Ozo-Lich too, so that we could put boots on this. Chat, the idea of this deck's so sick, but I don't know how we build it. I mean, he just has to, he can just sack a token, you know? Or we might see a fragment or something off the rip here. Swinging at Johnny. Block with a token? No. Chat, that scares me. What's happening? We're just dead. He hits us for 3. He just has second to Johnny. Alright. Alright, chat. Am I a Pauper fan? Yes and no. I used to play Pauper quite a bit. I played... What was that deck? What's the rat that deals X damage to each player? You guys know what I'm talking about? Crypt Rats? I played Crypt Rats with Songs of the Damned. Is that the card? Add 1 black for each creature in your graveyard, and then you play Crypt Rats. And then I played all the common cycling creatures that used to be in Living End. Like, whatever shot Minotaur and stuff like that. Okay, hold on. Sorry, chat. Okay. Let's take out a couple Blood Fountains. Let's take out this and, like, a single... Actually, yeah, let's take out one of those. I think we want to bring in the Reckonings and the Pithing Needle. If he's on, like, traditional Boros with, like, Raptor and stuff, we could have bring in Bobble, but I don't know how good that's going to be. So I think maybe... Do we want to be able to, like, Thoughtseize him? Do I want to bring in a bunch of Thoughtseizes? On the play? Maybe we drop down 1 Lich and then play, like, all 4 of those? Is that crazy, chat? Historic Pauper right now for Midweek Magic. Oh! I don't think I've played much. That would explain why there's so many Pauper decks on Moxfield right now. Okay, we got 2 lands. Thoughtseize and an Ornithopter and a Reckoning. So if we find a 3rd land, baby, we're in there like swimwear. What you got for me? White Orchid Phantom, we don't really care about. Let's just take his Ocelot Pride. That's probably the most annoying here. If we snag a Foundry off the top, that'd be sick. Oh, chat! My manifestations are just incredible. People are only playing the boring stuff? I'm sorry. I really wanted to play, what's that card? There's like a 2-mana something. It's like a core. And then if you control an artifact, it gets like +3 plus, or +1/+1, and... Did he just want me to kill his Esper Sentinel here? Maybe. Ooh, chat, we didn't get anything. I'm not gonna swing into as a Johnny. Is it core? Maybe we'll look at it after. But I wanted to play like a little low to the ground white list. Like a white artifact list. He's gonna prison our foundry or a token? Our token. Chat, we need a land so we can go find a pithing needle. Or I'd like a land so I can reckoning. Cheap viewers. I hate to see it. Slow. The thing I'm talking about is too slow. What is happening? We find a fatal push. We'll probably pay for one of those. You're banning steals? Oh. Hey, man. I'm doing my best. God. Chat. Do I just build the worst decks? Is that what this stream actually is? I think this stream is just called Bad Player Plays Bad Decks. Fucking Guidasouls. Dude, Boros are always... They got gas. They have so much gas. Alright. We'll finally make a 4-4. Give me a land off the top, please. That's not a land. That's an Ozo-Lich. I'll pay for one of those. We'll swing for 5. Jeez Louise. Opponent's gonna what? Opponent's just gonna lure us into Ocelot Pride and then we just die. Thought that was the highlight. You're not wrong. Chat, we better top deck a fucking land. If we don't top deck a land, we're kind of in the bone zone here, boys. At least we get to block something. Is he putting on both the sentinels? Alright, well, we'll block and kill his other guide. Okay, land. Give me a land. Give me a land. Fuck yeah, give me a land. Fuck yeah, give me a land. Fuck yeah, give me a land. He blocks. He blocks. And guess what? He's gonna draw 2 cards off of this. Okay. We're not dead yet, but we're not doing great. Chat, we're gonna swap the Reckonings out for Toxic Deluge. A Deluge would have been so much better on that board. And then he just finds the fucking Ajani anyways. Chat, it doesn't even matter. Ooh, maybe he'll blow us up. And then we can get something out of our... Whatever, give me a black source. Cool. Okay, alright. Fuck me, chat. Oh god, our deck's bad. But you know what? That was 1 versus Boros, and that was a loss. Okay, what did we learn, though? Reckoning's bad. Reckoning's bad. Do you know what the card I'm talking about, though, is? Speaking of Pauper. Am I crazy? Let's change these out here. Toxic Deluge. Alright, get rid of these. We're playing 2 of these. Because I think we'll be okay. Oh, you do know Prafe? You're just not gonna tell me what it is? Where is it? Not that one. Not that one. This one. Whenever it attacks, if you control an artifact or an enchantment... Oh. Is it Pauper or is it Pauper, where you can only use commons? I played this in an event, though. Is that Artisan? Are Artisan and Pauper the same thing? They're not, right? Never mind, you can't play this card. I led you down. I led you astray. I apologize. They're not the same thing. Okay, maybe I played this in a whatever deck. Because I remember playing this and I played like Ethereal Armor and shit, and it was fun. All deck glitters. It was like Artisan Boggles. Okay, chat, we lost. Ah, okay, that's it. I'm sorry. I was mistaken. I thought it was a common, but I must have just played Artisan back then. What else are people brewing? Anything fun? Dude, the amount of persist combo in best of one right now is... I was also wondering if we could brew something with Marionette Master and persist. Not sure what, but something cool. Alright, chat. Round number 2. Look at this. This hand's pretty good. Power out a Lich on 3, and we have ways to... Or we have artifacts to put the counter on. And then we can throw it on a boot. Oh, fuck me. Chat, it's always Eldrazi, isn't it? It's always Eldrazi. Maybe we can draw into like an early Rottenmouth and just start swinging away. Speaking of which, there's probably much better ways to build this list, but we're starting here. See how it feels. We might play the... Maybe we'll play the Monument deck after this. Or that mono red rogues list. That was Generous Plunderer with what was that other guy? Relic Robber? That seemed pretty sick. Opponent goes turn 1 Talisman. Okay. Okay, chat. How do we feel about just sacking our entire well, actually, we could sack 3. We can sack Foundry token, play the land, and then this costs 1 to equip, and then we get a second trigger off of Rottenmouth. The turn comes in. So a decent aristocrat with Marionette. I'm telling you though, you need to make a jank lead. The ladder is so boring. I'll look into it. Pray for you. Memorial tournament for my brother. Jank. It'll be jank only. Top 50 cards. Maybe we'll have to do like a curated list or something. Okay, chat, watch this. Are you ready? Ooh, Darksteel Citadel. Fuck yeah, dude. Okay, so we're gonna go this. Play this for 2. Sack. Oh yeah, we need 1 more artifact, but I think this is good enough. Hopefully he gets rid of our Darksteel Citadel rather than our Vaults so that we can Lich next turn. He has... Yeah, he has green mana, right? We'll see if he discards or he's just going to sack the token. Stacks the token. Does he have... Jesus fucking Christ. Of course he has... He has 6 mana for a Ozo-Lich command. And he just Emrakul's me. Alright, chat. The good news is he can't fell to Provane our own thing. So that's good. He doesn't have the mana for it. But he will just run our Rottenmouth Viper. He could just run our Viper into his own Emrakul. But then we get double trigger on that. So... I think his best bet is to just swing at himself, block, and then... I don't know. not play any lands. He discards and takes damage. Blocks our Viper. How's life? It's tough. I found a place to live, and I got approved for it. However, I did more math, and based on... Does this have protection from instants? Yeah, that fucking sucks, huh? And based on the math, I can't actually... I'd be losing $200 a month. More than $200 a month. But at least I'm not homeless, and I will figure out what to do from there. I think it involves doing, like, Amazon Flex or Whole Food delivery or something for, like, an extra, 15, 20 hours on the weekends, which is not where I want to be. But not being homeless is better than being homeless, so. All right, chat. Let's throw the next game here. We're getting destroyed. Yeah, it's not good. Nowhere cheaper at all. Nowhere cheaper at all. What are we bringing in? I think is he loaded? He's Simic, but he's playing like Spawns, Flesh Rakers, whatever. I think I do want the Deluges here. Needle doesn't seem great. Baubles, not great. Could play Ashiok, but I think we'll just bring in the other Dismember. Could probably drop Foundry, drop one of these. I'd like to get an early Rotten Mouth, but let's keep that. I don't know if push is going to be incredible here. Basilisk Tower is probably not needed. We can probably drop an Ozo-Lich. And then, like, 2 Blood Fountains. We'll do something like that. Yeah, I mean, even the place that I hear, it's going to be... The reviews, this place, I mean, it's like something. It's something. It's somewhere to live. So, beggars can't be choosers, I'll figure it out. This hand's interesting. We'll try it out. Oh, sorry for the loud noise. We'll go turn 1 Thoughtseize here. Maybe take a Rumble from him. Let's just take his Null Drifter. What are we? We're 0-1. Do people want to see me win? Chat. If we record 5 matches and I lose all 5, is it still worth a YouTube video? I feel like it is. But yeah, we'll probably be eating rice and beans for a while. But that's all right. I'll figure it out. Or, Brave, I'll just become a super big streamer and make tens of dollars. And then I won't have to put all my magic into, make a PayPal donation thing. I'll help towards stream and opening packs. Brave, you don't have to do that. You're already subscribing every month. You gave a gift sub. Maybe I'll have that when like the Jank Tank website is done, but you don't have to do that. I appreciate it though. But yeah. Why did I just Thoughtseize? I'm not even paying attention. we should definitely not make a video about this. Ooh, Ozo-Lich is cool. So watch, we get to put the counter on Ozo-Lich and then put the counter back on Lich. So now he can kill Lich, but my nights are too boring otherwise. Oh, I'll be streaming, don't worry. I think. I'll try. Magic's one of the only things that keeps me sane. So even if we're not brewing and opening new things 24/7, that's okay. Is this all permanents or just opponent's control? Opponent's control. Alright, chat. We have a 6-inch trample lifeliner with indestructible. But Prey, if you support the stream enough, I don't need anything. But thank you. So then the counter goes on the Ozo-Lich. We have how much mana? Not a lot. Opponent devours, which happens to be outside the range of our dismembers. However, hopefully the internet in the new... I think the internet... Ooh, chat, piece of candy. Are we just hardcasting this? Yeah. Submit 0. We have 6 mana. He might just take the 3 here. We can survive a hit from the Devourer. He's sacking a Sprawl instead of a token. Maybe. Indeed he does. But don't worry, Pray, we'll still... I'll... Am I putting a Blight counter on this? Or a Phylactery counter? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. With the Shadow Sphere next turn, we'll have something bigger. Did he find Emrakul? Did he find... Oh, of course he found Emrakul, chat. Fuck me. We just get out mid-range by Eldrazi. Every time. I don't think there's a world where our deck beats them, ever. Unless we're playing something gnarly. What are you casting Fatal Push on? That to just void it? See, now this is a situation where, like, it's cool, right? Because we can then, when this dies, the Blight counters go on Ozo-Lich. So if we get a new Rottenmouth Viper and it enters, it will get 3 counters right away. Retired people place has special internet discount for seniors. ISP thought I was an old person, gave me internet for 20. See, the problem is they, the place that I found, they have like a technology package, which I've never even heard of. So you don't get to choose your provider. It's just like, it's like a flat rate, and like all the apartments are already hooked up. We're gonna tech Enuma here and maybe rebuy. I don't even know what we rebuy. Maybe we can find something cool, but I think we're just getting the snake back. But we're gonna take Exathes next turn anyway, so doesn't really matter. We found a giant, a Tez. We can Rottenmouth, but it doesn't do anything. Ripperino, chat. Chat, we're 0-2. Idea is cool, but I think we're just too slow. Yeah, it's always more expensive though. Yeah, I think it's like 80 bucks. Which was like, I had like, when I lived in Florida, I had AT&T fiber for like 80 bucks. And it was fast as fuck. Chat, we're getting dumpstered. But we're gonna keep going. That was what? 2 loss. 2 versus blue-green Eldrazi. That was a loss. I don't know what this deck wants to do. There's a chance we just want to be like... There's a chance we just want to be like a weird mono-black artifact list. Where we lean more into Tez and we play like... What's the 1 mana -2/-2 artifact that you can sack to scry for 3? Not Grimacing Bauble. Grim Bauble? Grim Bauble? Is that what I'm thinking of? Is this the right card, chat? Because that's pretty... I mean, that's a decent card, and we can tutor off Tez. It's good sack fodder. You can put whatever counter on it. I wish we could take a little more advantage of Phylactery Lich. This might just have to be version 1, and then maybe on Thursday we'll work. In between now and Thursday, I'll work on version 2. This hand's sweet. Maybe we just need more removal. We'll turn 1 Oz here. Then turn 2 Fountain. One's playing legendary spells. Maybe a little Kethis combo. We're gonna play this tapped, and then we'll Technonuma next turn. We could just fire up a Viper. You think your opponent's got removal? Kellen joins up. I'm into it. Do we just... Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. We'll turn 3 a Viper. I'm sure it will get eaten, but whatever. We can Lich. No, we don't have an artifact. We can Tez and go find a second Ozo-Lich for Lich. Avacyn, Angel of Hope, dude. We're playing a little legendary tribal. Defense of Hearts. Okay. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's draw... Yeah, let's draw another Oz. That way if he can kill our Rotten Mouth, then we draw another one. So this gets double. 4 life, sacks a non-land, or discards. But we could, yeah, we could be like some weird mono-black artifact brew. Mono-black affinity, and then we play Bauble, Blood Fountain. We could play Demonic Junker. Opponent just hardcasted the bridge, dude. Hell yeah, opponent. What are we doing? Do I have anything to grab for that? I kind of just want to grab a Lava Spur here. And then cast Lich. And give it haste and kill him. Nice. Chat, the deck does something. You are playing 6/6s and 5/5s like early. Okay, so we definitely want Bauble. I don't know what happened to our music. Chat, are we still live? We are. Okay. I don't know why our music keeps just says waveform unavailable. But all the other music works fine. Interesting. What are the chances he's also like reanimating stuff? Do we think he's just trying to like cheat it in, or do you think he's trying to bring stuff back? Probably a little bit of both. We'll bring in a cage too. And maybe our set of seizes. Ashet Mott. Let's just start there. What do we drop? Some Blood Fountains. Probably cut a Foundry, cut a Thopter, cut an Ozo-Lich. Bogart Trawler is fine. Fatal Push doesn't seem great. Maybe we cut all the Fatal Pushes and bring in the Dismembers and go something like that. So anyways, chat, I think that happens the day before Halloween, the 30th. That's when I move in. So maybe no stream that Thursday. Where am all this hands? Ooh. Double Thoughtseize Bauble with 1 land. Chat, we're doing it. You can't stop me. Can't stop me, chat. Best of... Oh, you can't stop me, chat. Double Thoughtseize next turn? Hell yeah. What you got for me? Oh, he's playing all sorts of fun stuff. Do we need to take any of these? No. I think we're just gonna play this Blood Fountain. Maybe try to start work towards a Rotten Mouth. Alright, let's see what he drew. We'll probably steal his Hellish Norn. Yeah. Let's play the boots. Kellen joins up. Shadow Spear Foundry. We found all of our tutor targets in a row. So we could play Mouth. Yeah, you got it. That hurts. Ow. Tez. So we have 2 mana. If we play this for 1, it's tough. We'd have to sack the Bauble. 1, 2, 3, 4. We sack the Bauble 5, and then we can give this haste. Is that worth it? I mean, he doesn't really have a way to cheat anything yet, so I think we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. That seems like an interesting play. But that either makes him lose 8 this turn. How much is it to flip this? 5. And then he what? Destroy target creature. But if he doesn't have a second land, then Ward will save us. We're going all in on the Viper again, chat. Not exactly where I want to be, but we're gonna cross our fingers, hope he doesn't get a land. I don't think so. I think he's just jamming. He's tribal legendaries. He's trying to cheat that in with bridge or crew. Oh fuck. Oh. Interesting. Does not. Oh, 8 more cards. Chat, gotta read the cards, boys. I thought you could just flip that. No, I have to have 8 cards in my graveyard. We're gonna just eat him up with this Tez. GG. Oh, chat, I didn't record that one. Our 1 win. I didn't record. Well, shit. You hate to see it. All right, we got 2 more matches, boys. This is I don't know what this is. We're only an hour and 20 minutes in, so we'll probably get to a second deck, which we don't normally do. Since I started doing these little lead trials. We also got the spoiler, not the spoiler. What do you call that? Like the tech spoiler for Avatar from Mark Rosewater, where he does like, there's gonna be a 4/4 bear creature, and there's gonna be a card that tweet at Bill tries again. Should we tweet at him? Chat, how do you feel about keeping this hand? Because we're gonna keep it. Oh yeah, baby. Little Ozo-Lich turn 1. Oh, baby. Alright, we have to play this then, right? Thought we already got, like, the full set for Avatar? No. Well, we got a bunch of stuff, but no. Lots of things coming. Alright, are we going to get our Phylactery Lich countered? Yeah. Shit, Chad. He's on to us. He's on to us, baby. How about this Crystalline Giant? Let me have it. Let me, you know you want me to have it. Give me my giant. How about this Foundry? Eh? 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 Ooh, Chad, I got to play a couple things. Give me Hexproof. He's gonna bounce it. Oh. Mind Splice Apparatus. Hell yeah, dude. What are we doing? We're proliferating. Hell yeah. I liked when we face other people's jank with our jank. Rotmouth Viper. Okay. Let's, does this cost 1 to equip? No, it costs 2. Let's throw a second little giant down here. JK. And, let me spin a little counter on this bad boy. Menace? I'll take it. Might be worth it for us to sack the Foundry plus the collar for a Viper next turn. And then if it dies, we can put the counters on the Ozo-Lich and play second Viper. But we need a couple more lands. Opponent is impulsing. Maybe he's on like a... He's drawing a lot of cards, chat. He's playing islands. He's drawing cards. We're gonna lose. Part the Water Veil. Fuck yeah. He's on Mind Splice turns. Where's the Oracle of Alpha? I'm waiting for it. Flow of Knowledge is a sweet card, to be honest. I want to see if he's playing Epiphany. We should play turns again. Remember that blue-white list we took to Mythic? With Oracle. Witness the Future. Okay. Can you keep it going, opponent? Everything costs what? 5 less? Part the Water Veil. Gets to smack us for 6. He's got to have more, right? Second. Oh, on the same one, dude? Hell yeah. Alright, we're just dead. Hell yeah, opponent. I liked what you're doing over there. Okay, we'll bring in our 1 Haywire Might. And we'll bring in all our Thoughtseizes. What else? He's got to have ways to buy things back besides that, right? So maybe we'll bring in a couple Ashioks. And like a single Soul Guide. Pithy Needle, don't really... Oh, we don't want to dismember. Probably just dump the pushes. Dump the fountains. Basilisk Collar probably isn't worth it. Lava Spur is probably fine. Shadow Spear is probably fine. We'd probably drop a single Tez. Play something like that. Alright, opponent. I see you. Mono blue taking turns? Hell yeah. Something different. That's the type of shit we want to see in the Memorial. I don't know what to call it yet. See, I feel like a hand like this is just going to be too slow against him. You know? Oh, Jesus. I don't know if this hand's any better. If we find a land, that'd be great. Alright, well, we can make it whatever. We should probably be playing more Urborgs, too. If I'm being honest. Make these Citadels better. This will probably get eaten. Force Bite? Fuck yeah. Why does Force Bite feel less bad than getting Manatized? Is there science behind that? It's gotta be. Second Foundry. Okay. We're going all in on these Foundries. It's gonna be great. Swing for 1. Hit our Swans. Draw some cards. Opponent plays an Impulse. Internet seems fine now that we got going. Make another 2/2 here. Might have been right to make another Thopter. Ozo-Lich. Yeah, from what we've seen so far, I mean, this is what we've been losing left and right. This is definitely too cute of a deck. I assume we'll see a Mind Splice pop in here. Oh, just a prologue to Pheresis. I did a poison counter. So is he also, like... That's kind of cool, huh? Like, I know he's proliferating to put, like, extra counters on apparatus, but then he can also poison us and just, like, win through, like, comboing our counters up. If we somehow, like, remove all of his, whatchamacallits? All my friends are dead. We find a Tez. Let's see if we can land it. Remands it. Okay. That still means no apparatus. If he plays a land, he can just awaken next turn. Or not awaken. Well, yes, part the water veil, but not awaken. Find Ornithopter. Let's see if we can jam a Tez again. Nice. How about this Ornithopter? Nice. Let's swing for 5. Chat, what do we want to grab here? We don't have a source for... Actually, let's just grab a lance. And then if we need to haywire next turn, we can do that. And then we also have... Okay, he has the apparatus. So I guess I was right to grab that. He impulses. He's at 6, but I assume we'll see a turn here. Just to proliferate on us. I mean... It's a sweet little list. I'll give him that. I like it. Apparatus is such a fun card. Holy shit, chat. Do you remember when we played the Magic Mirror Turbo Fog? Did we ever play that on stream? That deck was hot, chat. Alright, chat, I don't know if we're ever going to get to the point where we get to cast this. Tutor and cast him might. He might not even need it, to be honest. Ashiok off the top would be decent. But I think we're just too slow in general. We play... What did we play in our turns list? Inspired Idea and Reliquary Tower. So that you didn't have to worry about the cleave. You could just draw cards. See, look at this. We already have 5 counters. He could literally just, like, proliferate us to death. Which is so cool. He's fired off 2 of those without awakening. He does only have 16 cards in library. I don't think he's probably got a way to shuffle himself back. Maybe to clear the mines. Chat, do you like my shirt? It's an old Crayola one I got off eBay. And it has a name. I think it says Abigail on the tag. It's pretty sweet. That's all I wanted to say. We're just letting an opponent go off. This is sweet. I've not seen Alrin's Epiphany yet either. So I wonder if he's just on Awakening in his win con. I guess you can make... That's pretty fast if you're proliferating the counters every turn. But he has 8 cards. We're at 5, so if he just proliferates 5 times, we're dead. We can at least make a blocker for 1 attack on Awakening. No, we can do it twice. We can block twice. We can block with the Thopter, then sack it. He gets us up to 6 counters. Apart. No waiting on that either. Augury takes us up to 7. He's almost there, chat. I like what you're doing. Oh, we're up to 8. Boys, he's got to have it, huh? We're going to lose to it Infect style. Oh, we're up to 9. Come on. Give me one more. I'll hit him with a nice... Oh, he's going to rebuy? What a sick list, dude. Nice. What a sick list. Damn, dude. The old Infect loss against Turbo Turns. That was so cool. GG's. He dumpstered us. We do nothing against that. Chat. We are 1-3. Let's finish off the league. And then we'll swap into the other list. But that was a very cool list from opponent. Let's try it out. We're gonna pay 1. We'll go Thopter into an Ozo-Lich. Okay. Yeah. Love that. Have you tried winning? No. Never. Never. That's not what I wanted to see. I'll play a Crystalline Giant, though. Give me Hexproof, please. Fuck me. We're having a tough time. Wow. Okay. Chat, turns out, the common card that Wizards plays kills us very quickly. You know what? They're not all winners. They're not all winners. At least, you know what I appreciate about opponent though is they are fast as fuck. Whoa, no. Let me select a couple things here, baby. But no, I haven't tried winning. Never have I ever. This is a tough one, boys. I didn't eat dinner. Gotta get some food. Chat, I think the other deck. We should have played the other deck. This one's not good. What's happening? Is he just doing that so he can swing at us, or does he have double chain lightning? He has fucking okay. Okay. All right, opponent. Wizards, dude. That was one of the fastest Wizards player I've ever seen. I love it. Let's bring in. I love that all our removal is fucking expensive. I think I'm gonna bring in a cage. I don't really want them. That feels too slow. Let's bring in that. Let's cut down on Ozo-Lich. Let's cut down on blood fountains and just running like that. Honestly, the Ornithopter Retrofitter Foundry package just feels bad in Historic now. Used to be good, and it just... How about those 5-day-old ribs? What happened to those? Like, even here, like, we're gonna turn one 4/4, but it's just not good anymore. Kind of sucks. When opponents are just flame ignoring everything and blowing up your foundry. Yeah, it's just not... When, like, ninjas, rogues, or whatever was a thing for a little while, like, okay, it was pretty sweet. You know, you play your changeling, sack that, you just made 4/4s, but it's just... Lost its touch. That's alright, you know? Ribs were amazing, even 5 days old. Can I sort to the oldest? Chat, you know you can sort by oldest? I'm looking at 5-year-old historic decks. Look how silly it was. Look how silly it was. Alright, chat. Turn 1 4/4. That's pretty good. Turn 1 4/4. I did see someone... Guys, someone followed me. UUQQ followed me. Good for me. I did see someone playing, fuck. What was I just talking about? Oh, Opposition Agent with Symmetry Scheme. That seemed kind of cool. Remember when Black-Red Arcanist was, like, the deck? That deck was cool. Blue-Green Jolriel? Jolriel? Oh, Earl was legal. Oh, God. Symmetry Sage. I was also thinking about rebuilding Squeeblade. We haven't played Squeeblade in a long time, chat. Ooh, this is tough. I think we're just gonna take the hit on that and play our giant. And hope we get something good. Did opponent bring in artifact removal? No, I brought in Consigned to Memory. You got it. Swing for 4. But with Squeeblade, I was wondering if we could play... I don't know if we play Grixis. I feel like you'd play Grixis, and you just play the Grixis chorus cards. Okay, that was a good draw. I'm gonna kill this Arcanist. A Tez off the top would be great if we could go find a Shadow Spear. JK, we're fucking good at this game. We'll see if we get Consigned. Holyfield just lost to Meowtic. That's funny. I kind of want to cycle this bridge. Okay, well, fuck me. We'll start making servos. Swinging for 4. I mean, I'm like 89 historic at the moment, so we're playing hot garbage. Opponent has Flame of Anor mana, so he's gonna take out everything. Kill our Foundry, kill our token. Oh, look at me. I am so good at manifesting, chat. I will say I'm pretty surprised to see someone playing, what you would call it in best of 3. You don't see wizards in best of 3 very often. Also, hi, Frozen. It's crack-a-lackin'. Can I play this giant, or we need to Consigned again? Snappy. Too many Snappies. We're probably gonna have to crack this Blood Fountain. Also, it's funny how good consigned memory is against us. Something I wasn't even thinking about. But everyone's running that because of Eldrazi, so our deck just kind of takes a hit from it too. That sucks. Chat, our deck's not good. And that's okay. It's all in the name of... Why would you not, like, blow up my blood fountain? I guess I'm not super pressured, but... I will happily trade out your snaps. Your snaps. Both got 4 cards in hand, though, so... JK, we found Phylactery Lich, baby. Does he have... I guess it really doesn't matter. We'll put it on the Ozo-Lich. And then put it on there. Consigns me? No, that'd be funny if he did. Chat, we did the thing that we're supposed to do. Which is, chat, I didn't record the one game we won against the legendary Jank. Also, a Rotten Mouth off the top might be good. Oh, someone's trying to remind me to raid people at the end of stream. I always forget. Opponent goes down to 1, and he only has a Shivan Reef open. Which is fine. We do find a Rotten Mouth. So do we just go all out on this? I think we do. He has to block with Tam. There's still a good chance we just die. But he has to discard here. We swing 5. He has to block with Tameo. And then if he, like... There's a lot we die to. +3/+0 into a Chain Lightning kills us. Double Chain Lightning kills us. Any other burn spell kills us. That's a land. What you got for me? Another Lash kills us. Arcanist does not kill us. That does not kill us either. What do we get here? We could just get a Graph Digger's Cage. But this, doesn't do a whole lot. Chat, we won one! Haha! Is it bad that I want to bring in the Dismembers? That's so much damage. We're gonna bring him in. So I think he's playing... What did we see? Tam, Arcanist, Sage, Schnapps. And he was playing Soulscar, right? Oh, I'm sleepy, chat. Rakdos Arcanist. Yeah, here. Oh my god, look at this Rakdos Arcanist list. Stitcher Supplier, Young Pyromancer, Croxa, Village Rites. And they would like claim the Firstborn. Oh, chat, do you remember how fun this deck was? We'll try something like this. I think we chuck back the collar. Ooh, this is slow, chat. Okay, he's a touch slower than us. Touch slower than himself the first couple games. Hopefully we can get to a deluge pretty quick here, but we might take too much damage to make it worth it. I'll take a Lava Spur Boots, see if that gets consigned. Play Castle Lochtwain. Second mage is good for us. Okay, all right. Are we gonna do this for 3, just in case? Okay. I did for 3, just in case he had like an opt or something to pump them. We're gonna Fel to Profane that, take him off his creatures. And then land off the top would be cool, but hopefully, okay. We can get a giant down here if he doesn't hit a consign plus land in hand or vice versa. Does find a land. Will he play it untapped? He does, indeed. We'll play Grafter's Cage. And we'll try and play this Crystalline Giant, which will get consigned. You got it. We do have a land off the top would be sick. So we could Rottenmouth plus equip Boots. He just fires off at us. I think we're going to play Soul Guide Lantern. Pause from opponent here. If he consigns that, okay, beautiful. He just wanted to take another card off the top, but I will happily do that. That'd be a fun series, though. Playing old good decks in the current meta. You're not wrong. It sucks when something like Uro is banned, but we could play Arcanist, and I would have to go really. Wow, opponent just going for the burn here, dude. We're gonna die to burn. Are we just going all? We're going all in on this. I think we have to. We got no other plays. Why do I always hit that too early? We're gonna sack the cage and that, and just play a Rottenmouth. He has to discard or lose 4. Which he loses 4. He could have double chain in hands. Or double slash. Or he already, how many did he already play? He already played 3. Swift Spear. Draws a card. Chain Lightning. Shoot us. Shoot us. No. No. Let's start by swinging. He has to discard here. We could play second Rottenmouth, but I think I'd rather just play the Giant and hope we don't die. He has another consign. We need him to top deck nothing, chat. Nothing. Nothing. No Chain Lightning. Flame of Nor. No Chain Lightning, no slash. No. Yeah! Ooh! Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards, Yugi. Manifested. Guys, we beat Wizards with our deck. And that guy just lost a Meowdic? That sucks for him. I'm sorry, dude. Okay, chat. We are 2 and 3, but I didn't record that. I want to switch decks, but I do want 5 total matches for the YouTube video. And I fucked up and only recorded 4. So we're gonna do 1 more. And then we'll get back to the giggles and the fun. The jank you're all here for. But yeah, I'm just like looking. Blue-white auras, I don't even know what was in there at the time. Tempered Steel, Mono Black Devotion. People were just playing whatever the fuck they wanted. What is this? Oh, this is me! Chat, I played this deck 4 years ago. Also, chat, do I have decks on here? Chat, this is like my OG Mochfield account. I didn't even know I had a first Mochfield account. What? What are these decks? We already have all these decks, though. What the fuck is this? Jesus. Okay. Chat, we're learning things. Alright. Let's play one more. I see cards. They do things. No removal. We're just going in fucking raw. We're going to play an Ozo-Lich on 1. And, this deck's just called Plum, and it has 7 planes in it. Isn't that lovely? We'll play Castle Locked. 10 land Stompy's on here. Is this the historic version? Yeah, it is. Alright, we're getting that blown up. We will go get ourselves a black source. We find an Ornithopter. Very good. We will vault into Cruel Captain, into Ornithopter, into a... I guess we should have put a counter on that, but I think we'll just go get... Yeah, let's just get a Foundry. Might have been more correct to plus and put a thing... Okay, he killed the Ornithopter anyways. Doesn't matter. Takes that out. You got it, Super Chief. We found another black source. I think we're going to Foundry plus Bogart. And just exile and get a body on the board. Ooh, chat, what is this? I've never seen with someone with that avatar. Lauren of the Third Path main deck. Fuck yeah, dude. That's what I like to see. I like to see gamers. We're gonna get Ephemerate in. It's gonna suck. Oh no, we played a Swamp. Chat. How do we beat main deck Artifact Hate? We felled the Profane Philia? Now that he's tapped out? Oh. Well, I guess we can't do that anymore. That sucks. Okay, chat. We're gonna concede. Was not expecting Lorn of the Third Path off of that. We're gonna bring in Deluges, Dismembers, and some Thoughtseizes. We just saw some removal pieces and stuff there too. So we'll run something like that. Collar's probably not great. I want to keep the boots, the Shadow Spear. We can cut down probably one on it. I wonder if we really need all these Ozo-Lichs. We've been doing fine with just Tezzeret and 1. Like, I feel like you need Ozo-Lich after you have Lich. I mean, curving into Lich is cool, but like for Viper and stuff, it's been whatever. Let's drop a Tez and a Crystalline Giant. Maybe go down on 1 Foundry. Maybe we do want Currency Converter in here too. Alright, we're on the play. No thank you. Sure. Chuck back to Citadel. We'll lead on a Thoughtseize here. Divine Purge. Hell yeah. Quantum Riddler. Oh! Chat, our opponent has so much hate for us. Consign to Memory is so good against us, it's disgusting. Just like that incidental hate that you don't think about. Even though we're really just playing 1-mana artifacts. Do we see a Philia? No, we see a Troll. Probably on Emperor Bones too, maybe? Divine Purge. Yeah, you can do that. That sucks for us, dude. We're chilling, baby. We'd like a black source. Probably won't get it, but I'd like it. Overlord of the Balmerk. You got it. Was he snagging? His Fangs of Loran there? You got it. There's our black source. We're just gonna grab a Citadel here. I know we could have played that, but he's just gonna blow up whatever we get. Flickers the Balmerk. Is it worth me exile? I feel like it's worth me cracking this. I can't. Aqua Taco, you know? Maybe it's not worth getting the Flicker Wisp, but Fel the Profane's pretty good. You think he has Ephemerate in hand? No? Okay. Good for us. Op doesn't like me very much? Nah. I mean, Consign plus Loran plus Divine Purge, dude. He's all in on those, that affinity hate, baby. Except Consign isn't that great against current affinity. You know? Flicker Wisp. Damn, dude. He's just taking a play out of the modern textbook, you know? Obviously, he doesn't have access to Goryo's, but... We have a Fatal Push, which we can do nothing with at the moment. Like, he can Juggernaut Peddler us, and we can kill it in response. Flicker Wisp. Yeah, that's pretty good. He's just got all the hate for us, dude. Top deck Toxic Deluge? Doesn't even matter, he has Ophelia anyways. Maybe he consigns our Blight trigger. Yeah. Alright. Chat, we'll call it there. That's not good. We need to rethink it. That was 5 versus Esper Blink. We are hitting quite a few numbered people today, which doesn't really say anything. But generally their decks tend to be a little more competitive. But I don't think this one's quite there yet. I think we gotta rethink the game plan. I like the core of Tezzeret. I don't think we need all the Ozo-Liths. It is quite cute with Phylactery Lich and Viper. Even Crystalline Giant might not be the best here, but I wonder if, like, we get rid of the Foundry, Ornithopter, maybe we play, like, Baubles, right? You can play Bauble, you can play Junker, and then you can also play Refurbished Familiar, and maybe we just have a little bit more of, like, a mid-rangey plan that happens to, like, try and close out games with Rottenmouth and Lich. And then, like, you can still play Ozo-Lith to, like, take advantage of, like, the Blight counters when you play a second Lich and stuff. But I think in the current iteration, we're just doing something way too cute. Even though Rottenmouth Viper's trying to fire. But in this shell, we're not taking full advantage of it. So I probably going to take another crack at this with some of the changes I was just talking about. I think Tez and Rottenmouth together are sweet. But just like the glue that supports it is too slow. I said Retrofitter Foundry and Ornithopter. It's crazy how, like, this was pretty good in Ninjas, and now the format's, like, evolved pretty quick to the point where it's just kind of garbage. It's just too slow. So that's where I'm at now. You know, when I record these videos, it's always good to show the good and the bad, and this is definitely a bad deck. So we'll rebuild it and try it again, but for now we'll probably shelve this one and call it a failure. But we learned something. But anyways, I'll catch you in the next one. All right, that was a stupid deck closing thoughts, but I just said what my heart wanted to say. Yeah, a lot of Artifact-ite. Okay, but, you know, we just said that. We're going to play more. We're going to play this deck. Look at this bad boy. So this is Zombie 2.0. So, Prave, last week we were on a Metalwork Colossus kick, and now we're on a Rottenmouth Viper kick. What am I looking up? Zombie. This is Zombie 1.0, right? Alright, so this is the original version of this deck, which is like a mid-range zombie-oriented build that I called Mono Black Zombie. And it focused around Monument of Endurance and Zombie Infestation. And it was actually pretty good. We're playing like a zombie sub-theme with Crypt Breaker and Champion of the Parish as ways to take advantage of like the discard, Voldaren Pariah, Ruthless Sniper, some Lilies, and just some general good stuff. Now, we have this bad boy. So this is version 2.0 based on a list from Aspiring Spike that sort of sticks with that same core. We have Monument plus Zombie Infestation fueled with Oval Chase Daredevil. So you discard 2 cards, you get a zombie. When you do that, you can either drain 3, draw a card, or create a treasure token. You usually always choose to make your treasure token because then you get the Oval Chase Daredevil you discarded back to your hand, so you can do more fuel for Zombie Infestation. And that's sort of like the core gameplay loop of the list. Now with that, because you can make so many treasure tokens relatively quick, like if you get an Oval Chase going, you can start doing this on your turn and opponent's turn. I thought, let's play Rottenmouth Viper. You know, we don't have Cookbook or Asmo, so obviously our deck's going to be a little slower at generating artifacts, but we can still get a decent chunk on the board with Monument to Endurance. And then I took a play, like I said, out of Aspiring Spike's book, where since we're discarding stuff to Zombie Infestation anyways, why don't we play a couple big hitters that we can persist back, such as Troll of Khazad-dûm, which also finds our lands, discards itself on turn 1. We can persist it on turn 2. And today, just because I'm a boomer, and I remember when this card was nutty, we're going to play some Sire of Insanity, because I want to just dump a 6/4 on people, make them discard their hand, and get beat down. Is it going to work? Probably not, but we're going to try it out. Again, Sire here, our only real discard for Sire is going to be Zombie Infestation, or so you think. But because we're on that artifact sub-theme, I thought, let's play a little Tez board. So we're playing a piece of Grave Hate, Tormod Script. We're playing Blood Fountain to generate a second artifact to sack to Rottenmouth Viper. Also creates a blood token to discard any of these cards, mostly Sire. Playing Lava Spurs Boots, which is just, Nutter Butters to put on something, give it Ward and Haste, start swinging. Vexing Bobble for some control shenanigans, or some combo shenanigans. Phenomena Recorder, which we haven't played with yet, but it seems really cool to start copying like Infestations or Rottenmouth Traders to get the counters up and make them sack more things. Or copying like a Tezzeret Trader and go search 2 cards off of it and things like that. So excited to try this out. And then we're also playing a discard outlet at 1 that can be tutored by Tezzeret, which is Currency Converter. I like this one because the discard and exile is like a May ability, so you can just throw a Sire in the graveyard if you know you can bring it back. But if not, you can chuck it back there, and then later in the game, just, buy it back, put it in the yard, make it 2/2, get a little extra value off it, and then if you happen to have the persist, then hey, there you go. So I'm excited for this. Playing 1 Cling to Dust just because, and then we're starting off with 4 Thoughtseize at the 1-drop slot. And then lands are pretty simple. We're playing Swamps, Tekanuma as some value to recur some things. Vault of Whispers is mainly there to tutor off of Tez and put some counters on it. Blood Crypt just as a 1-up in case we have to actually hardcast Sire, and we can get that off Troll of Cosmic Doom. Maybe we want to play 1 Bridge too to tutor off Tezzeret. That's probably a good idea. We'll make that adjustment now. And then Bogart Trawler, because it's good. Our Gaia Reach Sanitarium as an extra discard outlet. And then Microsynth Gardens, because you can pay 3 mana and make extra copies of Monument to Endurance, which sounds pretty hot to me. So let's throw in 1 Bridge while we're chilling here. And then we're going to play a couple games with this. Ooh, we should probably build a sideboard. I'll do that, and then we'll come back. Chat, should we play best of 3? I think we should. What kind of... What's our sideboard here? Can't really play Meltdown, huh? Let's go see what we can play. I think it's probably pretty similar to what we were just playing. We'll play a couple Dismembers. I think we still want like a little tutor board to bring in. Except Graftator's Cage kind of hurts because we're trying to persist things. So maybe we don't play Cage. Maybe we just play more Soul Lanterns. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Play one of those. We're already playing a Bauble in the main. We're playing a Crypt in the main. Currency Converter, Phenomenon Recorder. We can probably play like a Shadow Spear. Actually, is Shadow Spear better than Bauble in the main? Probably. Let's move Bauble to the sideboard. We'll play Shadow Spear in the main. We could probably move Crypt to the sideboard too. Aren't there new Madness things? Anything good? Madness. Oh, from Spider-Man? There's like those, yeah, what are those called? Mayhem? The Mayhem cards? How do you feel about Pyroclasm, chat? I know we only have 2 red sources, but we do have a lot of ways to find them. And I feel like Pyroclasm's just kind of good against like Boros and whatnot. I don't hate it. We are already playing Thoughtseize, but we can probably bring in some other stuff. What do we play against? Like, can I play Alpine Moon against Eldrazi, or is that too bad? It just like turns off their double lands. I think that slows us down too much, and it's probably not worth it. God, I wish we could play Blood Moon. What does Blood Sun do? Lands lose all mana except... Yeah, no, that's bad. We're not playing that card. Chat, what else do we play? I just don't think we have very much game against Eldrazi, you know? Your upkeep, discard, trade treasure token. That's kind of fire. It's kind of cute with Oval Chase. You know? Are these the only... Are there any other relevant Mayhem cards for us? Ooh, can we play a 1 of Nightclub? Chat, we're playing 1 of Nightclub. Flying in haste. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing great. I'm just trying to think what else we can jam in this sideboard. I don't think... Like, what can we play against Eldrazi? Chat, is it time? Is it time to play Infernal Reckoning? It's time to play. We're playing Infernal Reckoning. Am I allowed to play Infernal Reckoning? I'm. Chat, we're playing him. I'm crafting. We're playing Inferno Reckoning. You can't stop me. Just, I want to. You can't stop me. What else are we jamming? Trying to think. Sorry, I'm just looking at some stuff here. Also, do we think it's worth having all 4 monuments in the main? Like, I think we want to be consistent. Maybe we just play a couple extra pieces of, like, we'll just play a couple Fatal Push. I like Pyroclasm a lot. What? Is there any... Oh my god, chat, what if we play Spreading Rot? Am I a genius? Am I a genius? The Eldrazi hate? Too powerful? We're not playing that. That was a joke, chat. What's that? There's a... What is that? Lithiform Blight? All Enchanted Land loses all types and just... It's not that good. I guess it turns off their Udin's Labyrinths. And it replaces itself. But we're better off just playing, like, Stone Rain or something. I don't really want to play Stone Rain. That sounds horrible. I don't know, chat. Let's play some Ashiok. Whatever. We'll just... Whatever, dude. Alright, fucking send it, baby. Fucking send it. Let me move a couple things here. We'll see how fast we get through some games. Alright. Off we go. Zonument 2.0, baby. I wonder if our lands are going to be stupid. With the Mayhem one and then the other one. All right, baby. All right, we got some stuff going on. We can turn to Persist a Troll. Oh, Rot Priest, baby. All right. We'll see what we do here. Let's just grab our red source while we're at it. We'll go from here. Opponent is on their shenanigans as normal. We do find a monument, which is pretty good. We don't have a... Does the opponent have something for this? No. I assume we'll get our troll blown up by the infect thing. Or not. Get the counter on it, though. Worth us trading this? Probably. Whatever. We found a Thoughtseize. I think we're just gonna hard cast a Bogart Trawler. We'd like to find quite a few things. Converter, Blood Fountain, or a Zombie Infestation would be good. He's going to bounce that back to our hand and hit us for 1. Land off the top. Oh, chat. Does it get any better? We're just going to play this again, and then we're going to, we'll Thoughtseize him. And then hopefully we can start setting up a little bit here. We'll take his snare. This is look at 3, and then, yeah. Zombiment. Does he have anything to smack us with? No, he does not. Let's play this. That Inkmoth Nexus is going to be annoying. We're going to try and Thoughtseize him. Just a tomb. You got it. Pass back to opponent. We would love a zombie infestation. We're going to start getting Inkmoth here. We'll bring our Fatal Pushes for sure. 7. Double Daredevil. The old double Daredevil. Kind of a tough spot here. Do we just get rid of this monument and we just go all in on a Rottenmouth Viper? Doesn't feel great. He probably just takes 4 here. Oof. Alright. Let's see if he has double... He might have enough proliferate to kill us. Yeah, alright. Damn, chat, we got destroyed. Alright, let's bring in the Clasms. Fatal Pushes. Needles, bad. I think we just want to go real heavy on all that. Like, Cling to Dust doesn't do much here. Tormod's Crypt doesn't do much here. Don't really think we need Phenomena Recorder. Converter's probably fine. Shadow Spear's probably fine. Probably drop a like one of each of these. No, we can probably drop a Sire. Probably drop 2 Sires. We'll keep Monuments. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do something like that. I don't think his card draw is that great. So we'll see what we can do here. Time is it, chat? Thoughtseize. We'll try it. We have a push. I don't love that we don't have another discard outlet. Okay. Are we good at this game or what? Chat, we better face Eldrazi so I can play these Inferno Reckonings. All I want to do is exile like a Sire of 7 Deaths and gain 7. Yeah. We can try it. I mean, Tezzeret can get us currency converter, and we can start doing something with these Daredevils. Rot Priest on 1 sucks. Because we're going to have to eat this, but we'll take a counter. We didn't see a Finn the Fangbearer or anything, did we? I don't think so. Inkmoth, dude. Oh, we probably should have brought in our Pithy Needle, huh? I didn't even think about that. I forgot about Inkmoth. Ripperino to me. Does not swing. We're going to play the Swamp here so we can play Vault of Whispers next turn. Does he have something for that? Oh, yeah. I'll rebuy it. Sure. Thank you. We could also just get another land. Or we can try and set up into a Rotten Mouth. Let's try and set up into a Rotten Mouth, I think. If opponent's not really doing much here. We can Tez land Blood Fountain. Pyroclasm's nice. A little slow here. Yeah, so let's Tez. Vault. Counter. Oh, we can also just alt Tez. Is that crazy? Just make it 3/3? I don't know if that's... I guess there's not much else we could have gotten off of Tez right there. Maybe a Shadow Spear or another... We could have got another land. Tez plus lands plus Blood Fountain's pretty hot. Jeez Louise. Let's play... Let's just play an Oval Chase Daredevil. The good news is we can just keep chucking things at him. We can Pyroclasm if we need to. Kill our Daredevil and then Vault. Is this up combat? Yes. It is indeed combat, chat. Kills our Daredevil. No, bounces our Daredevil. Our blood token. Kills our Daredevil. Opponent's just chock full of removal, huh? Jeez Louise. We find a zombie infestation. Little slow. Do we just... Are we just making stuff, chat? Is that the plan here? Just dump a bunch of zombies on the board? Oh, that sucks. Fatal push off the top would be nice. That's not a fatal push, chat. You just play that taps. Alright, we're just dead to Moth. Ripperino. Chat, we lost to like a very bad deck. Because we're not a good deck either. We're a worse deck. Oof. Rough. It's alright. It's alright, chat. We'll get him on the next one, baby. We'll get him on the next one. Hoppinantis followed me on Twitch, guys. But why didn't it tell me that? How do I update my... How do I refresh things? Oh, chat, I'm breaking stuff. I'm breaking stuff. I don't know. All right, game 2. This hand's pretty good, actually. We can turn 1, go find our red source. And then turn 2, infestation, discard Rotten Mouth plus whatever, chase. And then maybe we just bring back a Rotten Mouth the following turn. We just start swinging. Opponent is on black-red. So we might have some removal to deal with. Tranway Station is what? Sack, draw a card. He's going to duress us. In response, do something. Takes our persist. Cool. And then we're just gonna bring back Rotmouth. It's a pretty good target, chat. Not too shabby. Opponent might just take 4 here. We're running out of resources pretty quick. We are going to play this land so that if we can get a monument going, we can cast it, which would be very cool. Oh, guys, dear old dad followed me. Remember that guy? Didn't we? Oh, Priv, we didn't even talk about that guy. That guy was so great. He's just like playing his little mono green stompy list. I was like, hell yeah, dude. Dear old dad. Go follow dear old dad. I enjoyed his stream. Discards the Immortal Sun. And he's going to block and kill our zombie. He gets a mythic somehow. He's great. I love that. Chat, opponent does not have removal. And we are just smacking him with Rotten Mouth Vipers. And I'm here for it. I am here for it. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even update stream. Zombie version. This is what? Zombie version 2.0. We lost the first game. And then we went what? 2 and 4. I'm not really sure what opponent's on. We're gonna bring in a couple Fatal Push. Maybe just a couple Fatal Push. Drop a Crypt and like a Phenomenon and just go from there. What was that? What was the deck we just played? Ozo-Lich? What a sick name for a deck that's really bad. Ozo-Lich. What a deck name. That's one of the best parts of Magic, in to name your own decks. Yeah, this one's alright. Zombie Mint? It's not the best. Yeah, we'll try it. It's a lot of lands. But opponent's opponent's list seems a little slow. So hopefully this turn 2 troll will get us somewhere. He said he has a 68 card deck. Said he liked to make cards to make cuts. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh. Don't take my persist. No, stop. Oh, Quinn did us is good. Might hold on to this troll for a second. Scrawling Trawler. Oh. Chad, I should have drew a card in response to that, but that's okay. It's alright, Chad. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, Blood Fountain's decent. Let's throw Garden into Monument, and then next turn we can get a little value. We can discard the Troll, maybe make a treasure, Blood Fountain, discard something. Go from there. Ghost Quarter. You gonna blow up our gardens? Sounds like me. Has he heard about our Lord and Savior Yorion? I'm wait. Let's go back. Let's find him again and see if he's playing mono green landfall Yorion. We're gonna make a treasure here, and then just go. We have how many more swamps? Just one. Yeah. Someone run the puncher, man. You know, Prave, I try my best. Lava Spur Boots. Let's Fountain. Maybe just hardcast this Trawler. He's gotta have some pieces of removal or something. Prave, can't you type the punch command? Pretty sure you can do it too. You don't have to wait for me. You can just call it like you see it. Okay, chat. That's a relevant card. Do we have any way to get... Did I keep Shadow Spear in the list? We do. Okay. Wow, sorry. I'd like to go maybe find a Tez here. But we'll see what Op does against our Trawler. Might never stop typing it. You know what, Brave? Brave, you don't have to watch the stream. You know, you said you're lonely at night, but there's plenty of other Magic streamers who are much better than me, play cooler decks than me. Lost Legacy. Naming what? You can't name Monument, right? It's not an artifact? Yeah. Maybe Persist? Troll of Khazad-dûm. Okay, hell yeah. Even though we already used 2 of them. That's kind of cute. 4 straws off a Sprawling Trawler. Do we just... I would hope he's playing like Razorkin Needlehead and Underworld Dreams and stuff. Sad kicked out by Plum. That's capital P Plum to you, bozo. Okay, chat. Now we're getting somewhere. Are we just drawing cards here? I think we're just drawing cards. It kind of sucks against that. However, let's do it again. Is that enough fuel? How many cards do I have in there? 6. Start putting some pressure on him. Tez is good. Do we have enough? Yeah, we have a treasure, right? So we can go grab a Shadow Spear next turn. Chat, we did get 2 YouTube subscribers, which is wild. I don't even think anyone watches on YouTube. But good for me. All right. Ooh, okay. So let's go Gaia Reach Tez. He has a Blink Moth Nexus. Okay. Go grab a Shadow Spear. Play. Whoa, wait. Whoa. Okay. Calm down. Trigger. We get Oval Chase back. Take action. Let's throw this on... Let's throw it on the Trawler. I feel confident enough to swing all here. We're going to lose that, which is fine. Smack him for... He didn't block with the Crawler, so we smack for 5. And then we can discard both of these, make a zombie. Let's do treasure and lose 3. That comes back. Oh, he's dead, right? Yes. I gotta remember what our cards do, chat. His upkeep will discard Oval Chase. And then we'll just deal 3 off a Monument. Nice. GG's. Yeah, it wasn't even from, like, the cards we wanted to use. We just... It's just Monument's so good. We don't really know what opponent was on, do we? Red-black stuff. Maybe some sort of, like, Howling Mine list, but we don't know. Oh. Someone's got to put a thing to tell me to update stream. I gotta work on the jank tank this weekend. I gotta pack my shit this weekend. We got a lot of stuff to do, boys. Alright. This is what, game 3? We have a turn 2 troll, which is pretty good. And if we hit another land here, we'll get fired up. Ooh. Oh, okay. Nothing too crazy yet. Let's go grab our red source. Find a second troll, which is pretty nice. We can also go grab a Tez. What are we getting with Tez? Why does... I don't know why this doesn't work very well. Oh yeah, this is what, Samwise combo? Which means this Bogart Trawler actually might come in handy. I took out our, hello. What is it? Alt-Q? Oh no, we do have a crypt in here. That's good. Okay, yeah, so let's Tez. And we'll go get a crypt to start. Do I care if he swings at us? No, I don't think so. We'll swing for 5. And then, yeah, Raptor's pretty good. Gets rid of our Tezzeret. Whoa! Okay. I don't know how I get multi-chat back. I think I broke it. Oh, sorry. Whoa! Cartel Aristocrat. This guy's gaming. This guy's a freaking gamer. Stream setup? No. Docs? Oh, multi-chat. Wow! Sorry, chat. Okay. I didn't mean to jump scare you like that, boys. Alright, so he flips to Johnny. Kills our troll, probably. Or us. This person's not a gamer? No, they're playing generic good deck. But this is... they're numbered mythic. That's what you expect, right? They're not me taking Naya Warriors. Samwise Gamgee. We should have... well, no. I guess we can get full value next turn. But we're going to get... are we dead? 4, 5, 6, 7. And then he hits us for 5. At least. Second agenda. We're dead. Okay. Oy, oy, oy. Bringing the pushes, bringing the pyroclasms, a needle, probably another lantern and some Ashioks. Jesus. Okay, that's oversighted boarding for sure. Let's calm down for a second. Let's calm down for a second. What do we not need? We don't need Phenomena Recorder. I don't think we need Lava Spur Boots. I definitely want to keep the Lantern and the Tormod's Crypt. Cling to Dust is relevant here too. Thoughtseize on the play is fine. We can drop an Infestation. We can drop a Tez. We can drop a Monument. I don't know how good Sire is going to be in general. So we can probably drop down to 2 of those. This is still a lot of sideboarding, chat. I like all these, though. But I think we have to bring in Pithy Needle for an Aristocrat or a Bombardment or something. Do we just cut the Sires completely? I don't really want to play Pyroclasm. That might be diluting too much. Fuck it, we ball! There's no rules, chat. This is my stream. We can play how many sideboard cards we want. An opponent has a sliver avatar. They're just trying to gaslight me, chat. Oh, God. Okay. Alright, this is at least somewhat relevant. Is it better to Thoughtseize here? Or Persist is the problem. I think we have to set up a land. So then we can Thoughtseize plus. Yeah, let's do that. We're not super intimidated by his turn 1 plays. I am intimidated by Birthing Ritual, though. Peddler, Bombardment. Wow, what a fucking hand. What a fucking hand, dude. Let's take his Peddler. Jesus Christ. Chat, you better hope we top deck a lane and start Ashiok-ing him. He's got a Fragment. I don't know if he'll get... I doubt he'll get rid of our Shadow Spear, but... Aristocrat's fine. It's annoying that Aristocrat dodges our Pyroclasm hate. That's not what we wanted to see. Oh, sorry, chat. I keep doing that. We'll bring a Troll back. I don't know. We spin Fragment. What do we hit? Oval Chase? Ooh, cold. Oval Chase or... What else is on deck? No, just Oval Chase. We could also be playing Springleaf Drum. One just goes for the beats. Top deck a land. Top deck a land. Top deck a land. Fuck. I think we're just on this. We can't even shadow. Well, I guess we can. I don't know if he would sack double in response. Maybe he would. I don't know. He doesn't want to race? No, he does not. Okay. We'll take that, actually. I will take that very much. Just a Samwise? Lands. Bombardment. Okay. Do we just set up an Ashiok here? Persist is pretty good. And then maybe next turn we Tez for a Needle. If we find a land. Swings for 2. Hits our Tez. Is he going to buy back Luris? Indeed. Okay. Good for us. Ooh, very good for us. Okay. Do we just want to... I think we'll just name... Bombardment here. He's going to probably kill that with Samwise anyways, so we'll just get rid of the rest of that with what we can. Next turn! We'll see. We could Monument, get rid of it. Well, it depends on if he swings at Tez. He's going to lure us here. Let's see what he kills. Okay, that's good for us. We can Monument, put a counter on Tez, go get another lands. And Persist, maybe? Or we find a land, which is also quite good. And we just play out our hand. Let's go get a currency converter. Yeah? Yeah. Pass back. Chat, we're gaming right now. Okay, aristocrats not good for us. Could have another fragment, which spins us into a daredevil. We do get to start shadow spearing him. Smack for 6 every turn, maybe. And we find another Tez. Let's play second Tez. Let's minus. What are we grabbing here, chat? Just a crypt. We'll draw and discard Oval Chase. Second Monument is great. Let's draw a card here. Fatal Push is very good too. We're gonna decline the exile. I want to keep that around. Do we care if Tez dies here? I mean, he could just... I guess he can't. He'd have to block all 3, and then he sacks. Saves his cartel, but gets rid of Luris. I think we just start... We're at 12. I think we waited turn. Waited turn, throw Shadow Spear on the troll, and then start swinging, and then we can push... try and push the Samwise. Bam bam. The vibes are very chillaxed tonight, chat. We're just moving and grooving tonight. Oh, chat, you know what else I got? So I went to a tailor. I got this tailor, got the zipper fixed, put a new zipper on it, right? So this sweater belonged to a 75-year-old man named Julio that my sister met at a bar, and my sister got a little intoxicated and thought that I would very much enjoy that sweater, so she paid Julio $100, and he took it off his back and gave it to her, and then I have it, and then Julio died about a month later. So rest in peace, Julio. But his legacy lives on through a quarter zip something from like the 70s. So. Alright, opponent's doing stuff. He can, I think he gets rid of second monument here. Or not. Alright. Yeah. Let me get some value, baby. Ooh, what's the play? You're gonna hit me with another Juggernaut Peddler? I like that. Or is he just trying to get me to bust a Tormod's Crypt? I don't really think I want to bust it yet. Busting makes me feel good. You definitely take the monument here, sir. Okay, I like that, chat. I like that a lot. Cool. Ooh. All right, let's monument to endurance. We can do a couple things here. I think we're just gonna discard and draw. Oh, hell yeah. What do we want to draw and... Yeah, let's just draw some cards here. I know we could have treasured and stuff, but... yeah, we'll exile that from the graveyard. We don't need it right now. Let's untap a land. And then what does me rotten mouthing look like? 1, 2, we have to sack. No, next turn we can do it and off crypt and stuff. We also have cling to dust. Let's just equip. Chat, can I race my opponent? He can block and sack. But we have trample. So I think we're alright. He's just trying to let me smack him. Down to 8. So he's got a lot going for him. He can gain at least 3. And if he wants to, he has access to another 6. So he can gain 9 if he doesn't spend any mana. He can also double cartel us. Or, I'm sorry, double juggernaut us. However, next turn, we can discard and hit him for at least 6 off the currency converter. So that puts him to... I mean, it would kill him. We can also just hard cast a Rotten Mouth if he doesn't take that, but I think he will. So I think we're going to have to... We can do a few things here. We can discard, bring back, get a 2/2, play the Vault of Whispers. Or we could even just copy... Do we have enough mana for that? We do. Can we kill him just off Monument Triggers? I think we can. We're gonna copy this. And then we're gonna currency, draw and discard. And just hit him for 9. Discard one of these. Lose 3, lose 3, lose 3. Exile that. Swing. Can't really sack anything or else he kind of dies. Or he could sack and gain life. Interesting that he doesn't. I think we're gonna eat the Juggernaut Peddler and gain 3. I feel okay here. He has enough to get out of range if he wants. But we do get to discard Tekanuma. And then on hit, can we just kill him? Is there any way he can get cat combo here? He needs 2, right? Sacks the Luris into what? Familiar. Oh no, he just needs 1. Chat, he got me. Chat, he got me. He has too many foods. Chat, he has too many foods. Too many foods, chat. Too many foods! Our deck or his deck? His deck can grind. That might be a reason to play another Pithy Needle on the side. We turned off Bombardment, but obviously Aristocrat works for him too. We'll see. I won't make him play it out. Okay, so that was 3 versus Samwise combo. That was a loss. Guys, our Rotten Mouth decks are not doing well. I'll give you that. I will give you that. We're going to another one here. We just got a couple more matches left. Yeah, it can do some cool stuff. Currency converter is much better than I thought it would be. I'm not really feeling this hand. Ooh, this hand's not very good either, chat. Okay, all right, chat. Let's calm down. I almost feel like we get rid of Thoughtseize here. We're gonna have tap land. I feel like I'd much rather. Actually, maybe we get rid of the Rotten Mouth. Play Nightclub on 1. We'll go find a Swamp on 2 and Thoughtseize. And then... Okay. This worked out better for us. Good plan, Plum. Thanks, chat. What you got for me? Oh, good old Goifs. Good old Jun Goifs. Alright, let's get Thoughtseized. See what he grabs. Probably Tez. The incidental graveyard hate is pretty good for us, though. We'll take that one. Let's draw a card. Recorder's pretty good. Let's go find... Let's find our red source here. We'll play Phenomena Recorder. Not sure I'm sold on Phenomena Recorder in the main either. I feel like it's better when you have Urza's Saga to tutor these, but it kind of just feels like a waste of a slot. We haven't had a chance at all to like copy a Rottenmouth Viper's abilities. Fuck me with these Goifs, dude. Then he's gonna get back his other Goif. You hate to see it. He's playing Shifting Woodland though, that's cool. But boy. Also, ooh, Ice Till Explorer. Fuck yeah, dude. I will say, I think a big part of these decks being so slow is we don't have access to Bobble or Mox here. Like, that's tough. It's cool that we can cheat on it a little bit with, like, persistent stuff, but we're just not quick enough to keep up with these other lists, and we're not doing something broken enough to keep... Wow, he just built so many lands. Jesus Christ. We're dead here. Okay, dude's playing a lot of lands. Alright, he's playing Goif, he's playing Explorer. What else did we see him mill? Rumble. He's on Jund Shenanigans. Shifting Woodland's kind of relevant, but not super. Fatal Push isn't actually that good here either. So we'll burn in the Dismembers. Probably an extra Soul Guide Lantern. Get rid of Phenomenon Recorder. Converter's fine. Cling to Dust is probably fine. Sire's actually pretty relevant here. Destroy this, destroy this. We're on the play with Thoughtseize. I think that's fine. I don't know how much actual removal he'll have. So I think I'm going to drop that and a Viper. Is that crazy, chat? I actually want to keep those. Let's drop that. And another Sire. We'll do something like that. See how we do. Ba-da-do! Boys, why can't I brew a good Rotten Mouth deck? Why can't we do something different? No Thoughtseize, please. No. Oh. 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 No Thoughtseize, please. 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 Oh, chat, it's gonna feel so good. It's gonna feel so good. Oh my god. Are you ready? Brave. Brave, are you ready? Oh no. Chat, did he bring in the surgicals? Chat, did he bring in the surgical extractions? No. We don't need another land. You said, Plum, you could have trolled. I'm too excited. I'm too excited. I don't need more lands. I don't need more lands, baby. We're gonna kill him with a Sire, baby. He's gonna top deck a Pyroglyph and fucking kill it, and I'm gonna cry. Alright. He wasn't expecting the Sires, baby. Get that hand out of there, boy. What you got? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Teaching these Zoomers about Sire of Insanity, baby. We do get to see a little bit more. He's playing Grist. Goyfs. Is he playing regular Goyfs? Doesn't really look like it. Expiration, too. He's like Ice Till Jund. Ice Till Jund, my guy. Ice Till Jund. Alright. Ooh. We have no interaction of any sort besides getting lands. I didn't order them all that. Sounds nice. We got what? Triple land Ashiok. Plus a Viper. Let's check the Viper. Do I want to lead on a turn 1 Thoughtseize? Do we have anything to do on 2? No, we don't. So we're just gonna pick them apart here. What you got for me, baby boy? I'll take his Goyf. He does have double Ghost Quarter and stuff. So we might just... do I care about Assassin's Trophy? Kind of. But I think I'd rather get rid of his Ice Till. We could put some bait out with Monument. Also, he doesn't have a black source or a green source. He might demo us, but... Seems like what he's gonna do here. Alright, so he picks up whatever. So we at least get one Ashiok off, and then he'll spend next turn doing a trophy on that and ramping us a little bit. And then we can probably get Gyre plus Monument online. Very good. Alright, let's fire this up. Start taking his Goyfs down a few notches. Crucius hit a second trophy, which is good. Chat, remember when we made it to Mythic with Super Friends? It was just me playing Ashioks. Fuck yeah. Fucking love that. Alright. Goyf doesn't do anything, so let's assume he blows up Ashiok here. Okay, he does not. I liked that. I liked that a lot. Let's play Monument. Let's play this tapped. And let's mill him one more time. Now he can blow up whatever he'd like. And then this is what, 2 mana? So next turn we can start. Well, let's see. See what our opponent does. I'd like him to give us a lance, but he decides not to. Inquisition, trophy. Maybe take a Dust Bowl there. Just a forest. That way he can trophy us now. Okay. Does turn his Goyf rather big. Does not shoot us yet. Let's play second Monument. I think we just play Shadow Spear here too. Just get cards out of our hand. Alright, so we're at least hit for 5 next turn, which kind of sucks. It's going to hurt. If he has another Goyf here, it's going to hurt even more. Go ouchie. Oh yeah, he does. That sucks. I'd like him to not blow up my Dire Reach Sanitarium yet. Let me at least get a little value off of it. Just plays a Dust Bowl, which is fine by me. Not sure what he's holding that trophy for. We are pretty much dead for the most part. Second Ashiok's kind of hot. Let's draw and discard here. Second fucking Ashiok. Okay. Third Ashiok. Do you want to double draw? I think we have to draw on treasure. At least play an Ashiok and fire that off. A little late on the sire there, my man. I don't know how much this will actually shrink his sorcery. We have 3. Next turn, we're in a tough spot here, chat. We get rid of all his fun stuff, and we shrink Goyf down to 3/4. So we're not completely dead. There's the trophy, finally. That puts instant into the yard. Does give us Sire mana. But he's gonna hit us for 6, and then we're... Oh, we're not complete. Well, it depends on what we draw. Okay. Now we need a top deck Persist. Persist plus Shadow Spear might do it, but I think we're gonna start getting our things blown up here. Can he double Dust Bowl us? He can if he wants. That also puts another card type in his graveyard. Hits us for 7. Land, mills. Wow, playing decks that don't have removal, like ours. Whew. Not good in this format, huh? Not good in this format at all. Down to 1, baby. Top deck of the century. Tezzeret. We're just dead, yes? We can Tech a Numa and try and find a Persist off the draws here. You know, I feel like if we had been choosing lose 3 this entire time, he might be dead. Currency converter. Oh, we milled the persist. That doesn't help us, chat. He's got us. Whew! Getting stomped. Deck's not good, boys. Ice Tail Explorer is a fucking good card. All right, let's go last game here. Yeah. We're 1-3. We're doing great. 1-3. This will probably be our last game for stream. I'll try and come up with something more fun to play for next time. But let me tell you, this is basically what happens off stream. You guys are just getting a little whiff. This is what I go through when you guys aren't here. I make it to Mythic with one deck just to say I did, and then we just play shit the rest of the time. We'd like to grab a little Landaroo. What are we doing with blue-white? Little auras. Esper Sentinel. You got it. That was a good draw. Are we against auras? Sure seems like it. Mother of Runes. Siddhartha's Aid. Oh, yeah, chat. I do get a free block, though. That's pretty cool. What are we grabbing here? Blood Fountain doesn't seem bad. Shadow Spirit doesn't seem great. Crypt doesn't seem good. I guess we'll just grab a converter. I guess we're gonna hold up our Zombo. Maybe we'll make another one. All right, so opponent is probably grabbing a big boy here. We should definitely be playing a Bauble in here, yeah? %. As a tutor target. Just like one piece of removal. We don't really care if he kills our Tez, right? Not really. You can swing at her. Oh, okay. Should I throw it on a Stoneforge instead? I like that. Let's make some zombies. We'll play Converter. A Monument would be nice off the top. That's not a monument, you silly goose. But we do get that back. Let's fire a zombie infestate. Oh, okay. Somewhat relevant. Now, okay, I'm surprised we didn't see a flash there. I am technically just dead in 2 turns with if he throws it on a Stoneforge. But for some reason, he's also letting me... I don't know why you wouldn't do that first and just go through my black creatures. Now I'm getting free blocks, which I'll take. I love me a block. He picks up a Luris. Interesting. I'll steal that. See what else he's got hanging out in his hands. It's probably full of gas. Stolen uniform. Alright, I see you. I guess we can buy another tutu. No, let's just draw and discard. Let's see what we get. Tez. But Tez isn't actually doing anything for us, huh? We'll keep Ozo-Lich in the yard for this one. Well, no attacks. We're in a tough spot here, chat. Opponent didn't see the path to victory, which is good for us. I don't... Chat, why is our opponent letting us block? What is happening? Does he think I'm gonna remove it? And an outfitter? I don't know, chat. I don't know what's going on. Monument? It's a little slow. We can play it. Treasure. We get that back. And then we can discard Ozo-Lich. Plus a persist, I guess. And let's draw and make a treasure. That's pretty good. Yeah, we can exile persist. We don't want to exile that. Do that. Let's do this. Draw another, or make a road, and then play this tapped. Such cool interactions in this deck. Oh, chat, opponent figured it out. They figured out they can kill me. Poor me. Second aid. Into a microsynth. What are we buying here? Anything? I don't think we have nothing. We have nothing to play. Let's run a game 2. Guys! Guys, our deck's bad. Fatal Push. Pithy Needle. Dismembers. Let's bring some Pyroclasms, boys. Torma, I don't really think I care too much about Luris. I don't think Boots is that great here either. Thoughtseize is fine. Cling to Dust is probably meh. Blood Fountain can stay. Drop a Sire, drop a Rotten Mouth. Drop a Tez, drop a Persist. This is the most mellow music now, guys. We have a tough go, boys. Alright. Oh, look at this hand. It does things. Not good things, but it does things. Okay, we might be able to work our way towards a somewhat early Rotten Mouth. Turn 4. So we can hit something else here. Starter's Aid's a good one. Ginger Brute's also a good one. think we have to, right? Alright, so he has Wombo Crombo here. Oh, chat. That's a little late, my man. Why do I always click that right away? We'll play Rottenmouth. Get Mana Tithed or something. Flashes in the old hammer. I mean, I don't mind taking a hit here. We'll see if he has a giver. Or he flashes in a second. If he's flashed in a second hammer, I would have cried a little bit, but Outfitter's fine. Indeed. Second Outfitter is not fine. We find a currency converter. We can hard cast a devil and swing with double counters. Not that it does a whole lot. We're not really doing much anyways. Boys, this ain't it, Chief. Yeah, we're just dead to a second hammer. GG's. Boys, this ain't it either. Really cool, again, really cool deck in theory. But in practice, we're just kind of dirtling. Really cool deck in theory, but just dirtling. We did get to Sire of Sanity someone. That was pretty fun. I think, I don't know. This is the second Rottenmouth Viper deck we've played. And sort of not pertaining to the sideboard, but like this core of Oval Chase, Monument, and Daredevil feels incredible. Tezzeret's good, but it's just not like the perfect, at least in this shell, it's not the perfect mix. And kind of like the other one, I feel like we're not taking full effect of Rottenmouth. Like, we could lean a little more in and play, like, we could cut some of these targets, like Phenomena Recorder and, like, Crypt and stuff, move to the sideboard and just play, like, a Rakdos build and play Faithless Looting. And then, like, we can win some more games off of just, like, turn 2 Sire or turn 2 Rottenmouth. Sire's also a dead card. Hey, man. I like my Demon Boy. Leave me alone. You hate me. But, yeah, I don't know. We're also not taking full advantage of Rottenmouth. Like, it's great when we do an early Blood Fountain or, like, can get this loop going. But I feel like if you're trying to play Rottenmouth, you're trying to abuse Rottenmouth and power this out, like, as fast as you can. But setting up Infestation into Monument just to make some treasures and play this, you know, on curve at, like, 5 or 6... not really doing much. It's cool, again, when you can persist it and get it going right away off of, like, a converter or something. But it's not impactful enough, like, and like you said, Sire's not impactful enough. We need Archon of Cruelty in Historic. Maybe we'll get it in the Arena Cube. But I did enjoy just messing with these shells again. We haven't really played with Rottenmouth at all yet. And it was fun when we got to start smacking people with it and attacking. But I think I'm going to continue hunting and, you know, working on some different shells for it. Because the ones we played today, like I said, very cool synergies, lots of fun stuff to do, but just kind of a little too slow, not impactful, and just kind of dirtling as we get Eldrazi'd or Wombo comboed by hammers and stuff too. So we'll come back to it, shelve it for now, but just like the other deck, it's always good to explore ideas, whether they're good or bad, and make some headway in either direction so that you can continue improving for the future. But we'll come back to it. Boys, that's all I got for you. That's all I got for you tonight. 2 decks that were garbage. What did we just lose to? blue-white hammer, right? That was what? 1 and 4? Oh, 2 and 4 on the other list? Oh. Ugh. Ugh. But we tried our best. Chat, you want to play a game of Mono Red Rogues? Because I do. Before we go, let's play some Mono Red Rogues real quick. We're gonna, if we face persist combo, I'm gonna concede and immediately end stream. But we gotta play something. I feel like, you know what, when you like build a deck and it just sucks your brain juice? Like when we played Lotus Shift on stream. I feel like my brain juice has been sucked. Just like, we just slogged through 11 matches and won 3 of them. So, if that lets you... Ooh. I like that. But, whew. Jeez Louise, chat. I really like Generous Plunderer. I'm not gonna lie to you. Gun to my head. I'll admit it. I'm a generous Generous Plunderer fan. I'm generous about it. 14 Scrapyard. That's never fun. I need a nap, chat. Case of the Uneaten Feast. You know what, opponent? You can have a treasure, and I'll have a treasure too. Oh, boys. What are we doing? What? Let's play this one. Let's do a little swingaroo here. Let's throw a little monstrous rage on this bad boy. Smack him for 7. And then fucking throw a chain lightning at his face. Why not? Low-key, Generous Plunder, also fire against Affinity. Plum, you can just play Meltdown against Affinity. You're already playing red. That's for losers. I already know what you're going to say. I'm already in your brain. Meltdown, bad card against Affinity. Generous Plunder, great card against Affinity. Fucking fantastic. I wonder what they're playing Scrapyard for. Discard, Sax's Treasure. Grizzlebrand? Are we playing late for dinner? What's happening here, boys? Okay, so... Oh, wow. Look at all this. Ooh, chat. We can exert that. That's hot. Check this out. And then we can turn this into a... Actually, no. Let's leave mana up and swing. So he automatically takes 4 off the Plunderers, which is hot as fuck. And then... if he doesn't do anything, we can just turn Kellen into a 3/2 double striker. So he'll be a 4/3 with trample and double strike. Oh! Chat, we won. You thought I wouldn't win. I won. All right, that's it. Maybe we'll play more of that deck on Thursday. But as for, we did our untap upkeep draw at the beginning of stream. We went through our main phases. We went through our combat phases. We are now at the end step, and we are cleaning up. Today is Tuesday. Plum will obviously be prepping to move. Hard part is I don't really have anyone to help me move. I have some family here, but I think they're going on vacation. So, Plum's gonna try and figure out how to move a bed by himself. And a couch. And this whole desk that I'm sitting at. But I'll figure it out. It'll be great. So, we should be back Thursday. And then, throughout the rest of the week, I think we'll be fine. I'll try and make Sunday stream, Brave. And then next week might be a little choppy as I get close to the actual move day, because I got a lot of stuff to figure out. Craigslist? Yeah, I was thinking maybe just like TaskRabbit or something like that. Just getting someone to come help me move the bait things. Craigslist work. I don't want my kidney stolen though. But besides that, we played a couple decks. They sucked, and that's okay, baby. That is a-okay. Can't win them all. But we'll be back on Thursday to play some more random shit. I'll probably still be on Rotten Mouth Kick, so be prepared. But besides that, Hump Day's tomorrow. I hope you have a good Wednesday. As always, tell your friends about the stream. If you don't have friends, that's okay. Go put up flyers around your neighborhood. Tell them to come watch me lose. And I always enjoy talking to you. So thanks whoever is still here for chatting. And I will catch you guys in the next one.